Our friend Kyle Kalinske over at Secular Talk is just all over this incredible double standard that exists with regard to the influence of religion on civil law and on government and on how our country is run. And as an example, he has this great clip from Fox News. It includes Bill O'Reilly. It includes Andrea Tantaros, who has become sort of a right-wing hero in some circles as this sort of bold woman that isn't afraid to speak the truth and blah, blah, blah. Let's take a look at what Kyle had to say.
Bill O'Reilly and Andrea Tantaro spoke about Kim Davis, the bigot who denied a gay marriage license in Kentucky. Let's watch.
Don't you think that she wants to be a martyr to the cause of Christianity? Don't you think she does?
I do.
I do too.
I do too.
And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that, Jessica. If you want to be a martyr to the cause of Christianity, and you really in your heart believe you're doing the right thing in a moral sense because of your belief system, it's like the Vietnam conscientious objectors. You know, they didn't go to war. They dodged the draft, went to Canada, or left the country. Nothing wrong with that.
She is trying to change the law. She is essentially doing that, which she cannot do.
I don't think she's trying to change it. I think she's trying to defy it. Well, okay, last question. There are people who are attacking her personally. You know that.
Yeah, for being married numerous times.
Yeah, and calling her names a monster and this and that.
And having children out of wedlock.
And that is just as bad, all right? I shouldn't say just as bad because I don't think she's doing anything bad if she's following her conscience, if she's sincere. If it's all a phony thing, just wants attention, then she is. But that's got to stop, this personal attack business, correct?
I think it does. I mean,
awful.
look, I do, as a Christian, I do feel sorry for her, and I'm sympathetic to her beliefs.
So am I.
However, she doesn't have a legal leg to stand on.
She does not.
She does not.
No
she took
legal
an
right.
oath to enforce this. She cannot unilaterally. Wait, hold on, Jessica. She cannot unilaterally come out and decide that she's not going to enforce the law. And again, it does set a dangerous precedent.
She can, but she has to take the consequences.
Bill, it sets a dangerous precedent.
It does, but that's what has to happen.
A woman with Sharia not issuing driver's licenses to women because she doesn't believe they could drive, or say somebody who says, I don't believe in the Second Amendment,
Let's give
so I'm not
Jessica
going to
the
give a
last
gun
word.
permit.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing.
Look at what O'Reilly said there. He said, I think she's being a martyr to the cause of Christianity. Now, any rational person would follow that up with what? You can't do that in a secular country. That's ridiculous. You're forcing your religious beliefs down the throats of other people? That's the opposite of what this country was founded on. But Bill O'Reilly follows that up with, I think that's fine.
Yeah, so this really drives home really well a couple of different topics we've been talking about. Number one is this sort of obvious double standard when it comes to how religion should influence government, if at all. And when we see Christianity as the religion in question among the right, there is far more of a tendency to believe that, well, yeah, we have separation of church and state, but we're still based on, they like to say, Judeo-Christian values, or you can't stop someone from voting their conscience, or you have to provide accommodations for people if it is because of their sincerely held religious beliefs, blah, 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 blah. But when the religion is not Christianity, particularly in the United States, when the religion is Islam, none of those same corresponding accommodations are suggested by the same people. And that double standard is obvious, and Kyle is obviously all over that. But I would actually go further, and this is something that Kyle at Secular Talk has also discussed. And for me, the bigger picture is that those who seem okay with the American version of allowing religion, specifically Christianity, to invade the government are the same people who are very, very fervently against any kind of theocratic state in the Middle East when it comes to Islam. So I've said it before many times, the similarities between fundamentalist right-wing Christians and the extremist Islamic fundamentalists are numerous. When you look at their position on gay marriage, when you look at their position on education and keeping religion over science in education, when you look at subjugation of women, obviously on gay rights, and on so many other issues, that at the very top, of course, being allowing the religion you want to be the predominant one, and that is the predominant one in the respective countries, to invade government. We are talking about huge, huge similarities between the Islamic fundamentalists and the American Christian right. One person in my audience, Ryan Conway, actually calls them the Talibaptists, right? Not the Taliban, but the Talibaptists. And the similarities are endless. Kyle is all over it. And Bill O'Reilly and Andrea Tantaro is just a case study, right? Essentially an example for a clinic on explaining the insane double standard around separation of church and state that we have in the United States among the Christian right.